Good morning, YouTube. Kevin Hejnasty here with another video. As you can see, got this cool new Cookie Rush t-shirt, and got this from, check out my previous video where I took on their 5-pound cookie challenge. First person to complete it, and got a free t-shirt, and my name's going on their wall. So excited for that. So in this video I want to talk about my new program that I'm going to be running, and we're going to call it, I guess we'll go with Project H. H can mean hypertrophy or something. So there's going to be a 16-week program that I've written. I'm very excited because I have not written a program in a year and a half or 2 years. Been primarily focusing on powerlifting. So I was a client of Elish Lee. I'll put his email right here. Fantastic powerlifting coach. I've learned a ton with him. And so my primary focus was to powerlift for these past 2 years. We started the team and all that, and then I really wanted to focus that. Now I want to get back to my roots a little bit, put on some size, because in my opinion, especially with people that I've seen that join the team, I'll use my friend Victor for an example. He came on the powerlifting team. I think he was deadlifting 315, 365, and then what was it, like 2 to 4 months later he deadlifted 500 pounds, just because he came to the team with a prior background of bodybuilding training, had a lot of size, and then pretty much took on more heavy lifting, a little bit lower volume, lower rep schemes, and he put on a lot of strength very quickly. So I'm going to use this method kind of for this next year. I really want to focus on putting size onto my body, and then maybe take on a peak or another, like a 6-month like powerlifting focused training block where I think I'll see a lot more return, because in my first year of powerlifting I put on an easy like 200 pounds on my total, but then after that it was diminishing returns. So especially for myself, I just enjoy getting bigger, getting more muscle, and then more muscle requires more energy to maintain, so a higher metabolic rate and food challenges. As you can see, I enjoy doing those. Going back to the program that I'm going to be running, we're going to call it Project H for now. So this is a 16-week training program. The buzzword is power building, because I don't want to lose my strength in the compound lifts. I still have a long-term goal of powerlifting because I enjoy it. It's fun. It's very objective, as opposed to bodybuilding can be very subjective, especially if you do get on stage, which one day I do plan on doing. I do want to get striated glutes once in my life, but right now I don't think that's the best time, especially hormones and stuff. I'm a 23-year-old male. Right now is the time to be building muscle, taking on long caloric surpluses. For any athlete, I strongly recommend, or anyone trying to build muscle, strongly recommend to spend more time in a caloric surplus, where you're gaining more muscle, gaining more strength, you train better in a surplus, than spending time in a deficit. Usually you can put on a good rate is like 2 pounds a month of weight gain, so that's 0.5 pounds a week, and then when you're dieting you can lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. So that's 2 to 4 to 1 ratio. So you should be spending 2 times or 4 times as much time in a surplus than in a deficit, and that's why I'm going to be taking on most likely a 9 to 12 month bulk, just to put on size and make my training as efficient as possible. So back again, keep getting off topic, to the training program. So Project H, it's going to be pretty much a power building program. I'm going to be using the compound movements and throwing in a lot of accessory work, more supersets to be very efficient with time, because I want to be benching and squatting, and a lot of my workouts is going to be squat then bench, and that's going to be a lot of fluff. Bench and squat takes some time, especially just because I've been training a long time. I've gotten a fair amount of strength, so just to warm up to the heavier loads that I'll be using, especially if my rep ranges get lower, then that's just going to take a lot of time to get through those 2 movements. And then so supersets are going to be a good tool for me to use, just to not spend 4 hours every day in the gym. So going to be utilizing that. Some arm supersets, I found those very fun. Before training with Elish, I never really used supersets, but he really threw them into my program. I was able to throw in a little bit of volume, some of the beach muscles, and had a good time with them. So especially I do enjoy with arms doing like bicep, tricep, and then medial delt, because medial delts, in my opinion, is probably the most aesthetic muscle, something we overlook very often. So I want to throw in a lot of frequency, keyword frequency, with that muscle group. Frequency is a big priority in this program. So again, bench, squat, I'm going to be doing those frequently throughout the week because a lot of studies are also showing, especially with Brad Schoenfeld, who is a very distinguished researcher, especially with hypertrophy, a lot of evidence is coming out to support that working muscle groups more times throughout the week instead of one time throughout the week is a lot more optimal. You get a lot more growth from that. Especially, let's say you do 10 sets, we'll say like your back work for a whole week is just 10 sets. And then you're going to be doing those, you can just do that Monday, and then you're going to do it the next Monday, another 10 sets, and the next Monday. You would get better results by splitting that 10 sets on one day. You would split it and do like Monday, then Thursday, like 5 sets each. You'd get better returns because you're fresher. You're also stimulating muscle protein synthesis in those muscles more times throughout the week, because usually the stimulus to grow muscle only lasts about, I think, 2 days for a newer athlete to weightlifting, but apparently I think I've also heard recently they're showing that the more years you have under your belt of training, the more stubborn the stimulus is. So then when you initially start training, you get 48 hours of growth after you work a muscle. When you're like 7 or 10, 15 years in, it may start dwindling down to 24 hours. So that's why you want to hit the muscle groups multiple times throughout the week. So that's why back in my day I did push-pull legs. That was cool and everything. You hit everything probably twice a week, but I saw better returns when I was throwing in like more full body workouts. And then also with my clients which are new to training, I like throwing them on an upper lower split just to get that frequency, so you can be squatting like 2-3 times or hitting your legs 2-3 times a week. And then I like throwing in a lot of back work. So that's a big focus of mine, is to get that frequency up. I'm not going to be throwing a huge chest day and destroying my chest one day. I'm just going to throw in 1 to 2 chest exercises probably every workout day. I'm also going to be training 5 to 7 days a week. In this program, I'm going to be squatting 3 times a week. I'm going to be deadlifting twice a week and benching 4 times a week, with also overhead presses in there, I think once a week. So that is how I'm going to start with that, and then we'll see if I want to adjust that going into the finalized program. I'm also going to be doing a lot of Penley rows because I suck at those right now, but I do like how they have no momentum really involved in them, and then you could just get stronger from there, and I think that they're a great back workout. A lot of I've looked at a lot of EMG studies, and it shows that the thickness muscles do get a lot more activation when you do horizontal pulls as opposed to a lot of vertical pulls. So I'm probably going to be doing more of those horizontal pulls than vertical pulls throughout the week. I'm also going to be doing a lot of sub-maximal training. I'm not going to be working up to RPE 10s. Something I want to learn, because again, there's a lot of smart people that have written programs to learn from, but I do want to do a little bit of trial and error with myself, maybe do things that may be a little more stupid. One question I have is, which is going to be more fatiguing? Is it high RPEs, like hitting RPE 10s where you're grinding out your last rep? Is it just working with a lot of heavy weight? Or is it doing just like a lot of volume? Which is going to fatigue your body more? Because I'm going to be throwing in a lot of volume at myself, but a lot of it's not going to be like heavy weight. It's going to be probably higher rep ranges. And also on the compound movements, I'm not going to be working to like hard singles, hard like even a set of 8 where I'm not grinding out that last rep. And I'm hoping that can avoid injury, keep me healthy, and allow me to continue my progression throughout the program. It's going to be focusing on hypertrophy and strength at the same time. It's mainly going to be like pretty much powerlifting movements in the beginning, then get into the hypertrophy work, power building. It's going to be 16 weeks, so 4 months. I'm going to be, I guess you could say I'm beta testing it right now. I'm going to run on myself, maybe a few friends around, just see how we all respond to it, make sure we all stay healthy, and see if there's any changes that I have to make before I make this, put it out for you guys to try if you would like. So I'm running it once now, and then I'll probably run a mock meet at the end, and compare those results of that mock meet to the results of how I did at Collegiate Nationals. Collegiate Nationals did go pretty well for me, and I want to see if I can beat those numbers, especially being in a surplus. I'll probably weigh more as well. So I have factors playing in my favor. The cool thing about this program that I'm excited about is, again, it is hypertrophy based, but I've learned about, I guess, manipulating your rep ranges and stuff like that, that they're going to be coming down throughout to, in a way, peak me for a mock meet. So in a way, the accessory work will still stay there, but I'm going to be like peaking and priming myself to put out good numbers on a meet, hit those 1 rep maxes. So I'm excited with that. There's a taper involved. peaking process that I'm excited to try out, and I hope it works for you guys too if you do want to try this program in the future. So I'm going to be running it 16 weeks on myself, a few friends, see how it works, make sure I can put it out there and have it work for others, keep everyone safe and healthy. My plan is, I'm working on a website right now, going to be Hejnasty.com, Hejnasty.com, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to be putting that website up, and this is going to be in the shop part. So after I run it through the beta test, if I'm satisfied with it, I'm going to put it up on the website. It's probably going to be $25 or $30 because I'm going to release it with an ebook describing the reasoning for me selecting the exercises and for the methods that I've come up with for like picking everything. So probably sell it there, and then I'm also going to be giving out a good discount, probably sell it for like $20 like the first week or two, because I'm going to be running it through a second time, and this time is going to be prepping me for my next meet. I think I'm going to be doing the New Jersey Collegiate National meet, which we have a lot of. Rutgers is a big part in hosting that. We are very lucky to have a good relationship with our state chairman for USAPL, John D'Alessio, so it will be a competitive collegiate meet, and I think, as of now, I believe I will be competing in that, and this just works out perfectly because I think 33 weeks, so I can run this through, beta test it, then I have like a week in between to, I guess, chill, get back into training, and then 16 weeks starting right then, going to go straight on through. And during this process, I'll put it up so you guys can run it with me, and I'll put it at a special price, probably like $20 or something, so you can run it with me, because I think that would be really cool. And then I'll be trying to keep you updated with how the training goes, hopefully be able to do a weekly training workout, weekly training vlog going up into that meet, and showing how this training program results performance-wise and then also size-wise. So that is my current plan for training. I have this 16-week block, going to be beta testing my new program. We're going to call it Project H. Hopefully it goes well. I see some big PRs and numbers. Going to be showing a lot of physique updates, probably about monthly, and showing the results of this program and making sure that it is helping me towards my hypertrophy goals. Show you what I'm looking like right now. This is going to be the before. Alright, welcome to the physique update of the video. Here I am in my living room, and here are my measurements as of 4/13. Arms took a little bit of a hit, ass took a big hit, so that's down, but definitely have big goals, especially for my arms and my glutes, trying to get those up a lot, and also my quads. Big things that I want to grow a lot. I want to one day have 28-inch quads. I really want to get 18-inch arms one day, but I guess during this bulk, 17.5 arms is the goal. 27 quads would be a very big accomplishment, but probably unlikely, so 26.5 is a good goal there, and I want to return to like the 43, 44-inch ass crew, but we'll see how it all goes. But the way I'm going to accomplish this is try to get my power lifts up significantly, just of course, as I always am, because there's a power lifter in me. I do have goals to continue to grow on the platform, to keep those numbers going up in the power lifts, which of course is going to lead to some strength gains, some muscle gain. And then with the more bodybuilder movements of the day, I'm going to be focused on contracting the correct muscle in a way that is the mind-muscle connection, but I've never really understood that when I was younger, but now I'm getting more of a feel for it, that it's just kind of consciously thinking of activating the correct muscle and performing. That kind of leads you to perform the exercise correctly, like keeping your anterior delts out of a bicep curl, just keeping you're strictly working your bicep and isolating that, and tricep extensions when you're doing those, to focus on using your triceps, not involving your, of course, shoulders or chest or anything else. So big goals there. I still am not very good at flexing, but when I do a bodybuilding show a long time from now, I hope to improve there, and probably actually have a good amount of muscle to show. But yeah, this is what I'm looking like right now. Fairly lean at 211, but definitely going to be looking to grow in the next year or so over to 230, maybe even 235. Having a good time. More food is always pretty fun, but we'll see how it goes throughout, and of course some more food challenges coming up, and I hope to keep you guys entertained with the YouTube videos and keep these physique updates coming out frequently, so you can see that fat gain comes with muscle gain. But that's it. And that's what I'm looking like right now. That was a little bit before the Cookie Rush Challenge. So I was about 211 there, and right now, woke up this morning at like 213.8 because I did do a little bit of damage control. So that is the plan. Thank you guys for all your support. Join me on this journey. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.